Welcome back to The Vocalist. For those of you new here, my name is Bethany, and today we are hearing the song Amo Cosi, a trio featuring DIMASH, LARA FABIAN, and AIDA GARIFULLINA. I'm very excited. I know in my last video I said my next reaction to DIMASH would be Simple Passion, and it is. It will be. But this doesn't count, okay? We're not counting this because it's a trio. And if I'm being completely honest, my curiosity has just gotten the better of me. I had not heard DIMASH or Lara before doing reactions on this channel, but I have heard AIDA before. All three are incredible vocalists, so I couldn't resist. It has to happen, so that is what we're doing today.
Prendo di te, desiderio di me, limpido, libero, il più forte. Prendi di me vocazione per te e la senza Dio. Le distanze ormai sono sciolte, sai, nell'amore.
Oh my god, okay. This is so lovely. What I really love about the two of them together is I feel like the timbre of each voice just matches so well. They're blending beautifully. DIMASH has this gorgeous warmth to his voice, and obviously he's singing in a very classical style. AIDA, I don't know what it is. I feel like this happens with a lot of Russian sopranos. She has more warmth than the average lyric soprano in her voice, and I think the two of them together, it's just so beautiful. And both of them are singing phenomenal legato, so it's almost like, you know, you have one voice that tapers off, the next one comes in, and it's just this beautiful like swarm of sound, like this little orb of like warm fuzzy sound around you. I know it's not a technical description at all, but that's just how I feel right now. Yeah. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I saw the ice skaters and I got excited too.
Ti cercherò la sonorità delle comunità come poesia, melodia, vita mia.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Let me go back a little bit. I love when DIMASH has that beautiful like tenor, almost like covered sound, and that came in just at the end there. Ah, that's so beautiful. Okay, real quick, I wasn't sure. This was why I was so curious, because each each singer has their own strengths. I would definitely classify Aida, like she primarily sings opera, and Lara I would definitely consider more of a contemporary singer. I feel like Dimash kind of like is in the middle, like he does it all. And so I think one of the reasons I was so excited about this trio is knowing how well Dimash could help sort of connect these two singers who might not normally sing with each other. And they're doing such a beautiful job of this. I don't know if you've ever watched, occasionally you'll see like a really famous contemporary singer do some sort of collaboration with an opera singer, and the two voices always sound like polar opposite, and that is not the case here. I mean, LARA FABIAN, her voice is just in a league of its own already, but she brings such grace and such class to her singing that it's just this song, it's like fitting her like a glove. Let me go back a little. I love that. I'm sorry. Whenever she has that beautiful, like, conversational quality to her singing, it's so stunning. Like, she really sounds like she's communicating. Right here. I love the contrast in these two like duet sections, because I feel like with Aida, both were singing with a little bit more presence, and it felt a little bit more like, I don't know, just like fueled. And here it's so delicate and it feels very innocent and gentle, and it's so good. Okay, let me go back a little. Oh. Okay, one other thing I want to mention that I kind of addressed a little bit the first time I heard LARA FABIAN was she has such beautiful dexterity transitioning from one register to the next. And so here she's definitely using more of her chest voice as she sings, but then it's not like noticeable. There isn't like this huge shift whenever she goes into her head voice. It is seamless. It is so stunning. Let me go back just a smidge. I need to hear that entire trio again. What props to like the audio engineers for this event or this concert. Their blending and their mixing was spot on. I could hear every note from every singer. And that is not easy to do when you have such distinct, powerful voices. A lot of times, you guys know. I don't have to explain it. I'm so impressed. I don't even know how far back to go. It doesn't matter. We're going here. Nope, not far enough. Okay. Do you hear that little rubato? Like, talk about, This arrangement is so clever because they're keeping Aida very low in her range in this section. Obviously, she goes much higher, but she has a soprano, like, she has quite a range. And so it's very wise to... Same with DIMASH. We all know, and I imagine LARA too. I didn't get to see much of her range in that first reaction, but it's a lot easier to blend singers when you're kind of mid-range than it is at the top, because when you sing at the top, it's a completely different frequency and vibratos get a little bit more difficult to match. And so this is such a beautiful arrangement to highlight their voices and their artistry. Can we just take a moment and appreciate each singer's mouth position at the end of this? Let me go back a smidge. You can kind of see, nope, you can't see, there we go. Ah, the sparkles are, oh, okay. I don't think I'm gonna get a good angle on this because of those beautiful sparkles. So DIMASH has, let me see. We'll focus on DIMASH first. Okay, so he's got that tiny bit of rounding in the lips. We've talked about this. It's such a great way to lengthen the vocal tract and also helps produce a little bit more of that covered sound that I love. Let me go back even more. Aida has a beautiful opening. Her cheekbones, she's still kind of got that smile that I've talked about, that like Italianate smile to widen the palate, but you can also see her jaw is not pushing forward. It's very relaxed and neutral, which is so helpful in eliminating tongue tension and jaw tension and just holding a note and sustaining it free of tension. This is beautiful. And then you have LARA. You can kind of see it in this image, but I think she's ending on an E vowel, and so she's embracing that and she's smiling. She still has space in her mouth to create more sound and more presence and resonance, but she's taking advantage of those beautiful cheekbones and again widening the palate. this piece was far more stunning and just mesmerizing than I could have ever anticipated. I am all for a song that really shows off a singer's voice and their skill. Maybe some acrobatics involved just with range and dexterity and agility. But there is something to be said about a simple, beautiful melody that just that allows a singer to just kind of float, that allows a singer to just be present and not have to think about technique and think about, you know, what's coming next, and really like pave the way for some beautiful collaboration. Getting to hear each of these singers and, you know, an easy part of their range, or, you know, a comfortable part in their range, it makes it so much easier to appreciate the beauty of their tone. Obviously, I like live performances because I can observe with my eyes, you know, certain technical things that are going on. But this is a piece that I really I'm gonna listen to again and just like with my eyes closed, just to soak up the sound, the beautiful blending, the real collaboration between these exceptional artists. Yeah, I'm speechless. I really have nothing more to say. This was such a stunning piece. Every time I do one of these reactions, it is always so bittersweet because I know for a fact there are so many musicians and singers in this world who have not heard these pieces or even heard of these artists. And I was one of them, you know, prior to starting these reaction videos. And it's such a tragedy because this music is so stunning and so moving, and these artists are obviously professionals, but they really are like masters of their craft, and more people need to see it. That's that. So thank you guys a million times over for this recommendation. Thank you for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.